Yes.
Okay. All right. You entered a plea in this case, and the court has previously stated on the record what the plea bargain agreement consisted of. Where we left off, the court asked if all parties had a chance to review the PSI report. And defense, have you had a chance to review the PSI report?
I have.
State,
Yes, Your Honor.
any corrections to the PSI report?
I have no corrections to the PSI report. I do need to follow up on one thing after the state.
All right. Any corrections to the PSI report? All right.
Right out of the gate, the judge is setting clear boundaries. This isn't just about a pet. The court is signaling that a lack of impulse control with animals can extend to human safety. You see this in probation cases all the time. Judges draw the line where responsibility and public safety intersect. Take note, folks, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a legal requirement.
Any witnesses from either side?
Yes, Your Honor. State has 3 witnesses.
All right.
So, first state calls Havana Miller. Miss Miller, how are you presently employed?
I am currently employed by the City of Converse Animal Care.
What is do you have any training and experience relating to animal cruelty?
Yes, I am a nationally certified animal cruelty investigator through the University of Missouri. I've worked in animal care and control, and specifically as an animal cruelty investigator for 11 years.
Do you have any continuing education in this area as well?
I have continuing education for the Texas Department of State Health Services as an animal control officer.
Do you have any training and experience relating to the discipline of animals?
Yes, as far as what could be acceptable or determined to be cruel treatment.
Are there preferred? I don't know. So with discipline, right? You said that there was acceptable. What is it? What is acceptable discipline mean?
Corrections that would not cause any physical harm to the animal.
So what would be an example of unacceptable discipline?
Excessively hitting your dog or cat or animal to punish it.
Generally speaking, in your training and experience, do discipline methods depend on the age of an animal? Or may they?
Potentially, younger animals that are in development are more susceptible to injury or so having even accidentally hit an animal could cause an injury for puppies or kittens, for example.
And then do methods of discipline depend on the size of the animal?
Not necessarily.
Officer Miller, how did you get involved in this case?
At the time of the incident, which was in January 17th, 2025, I was employed by the City of San Antonio's Animal Care Services as an animal cruelty investigator. I was working on a scheduled day of work when I received an email sent to the Cruelty Investigations Department containing a video which was linked to a report that was made through the City Call Center or 311.
Did you watch that video?
I did watch that video.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed a 45-second clip of a young adult female African-American woman on a balcony of a higher story multi-unit structure hitting a small breed or small breed size or sized dog multiple times with an object that appeared to be leash-like. In the video, the woman is seen striking at the dog 17 times, 15 of which while she was holding the canine, 2 of which were at the end whenever the canine had been released.
You said she was holding the canine. Could you tell where she was holding the canine?
It appeared in one part of the video to be by the canine's head or muzzle, which would be called the snout, as well as forelimbs. It was kind of hard to see exactly because there was a pop-up crate or carrier that obstructed some of the view.
Did you ever come into contact with this animal?
I did that evening, yes ma'am.
Why did you come into contact with that animal?
So after I observed the video and I determined in my professional opinion as it being excessive and to be
Pause for a second, 17 strikes in 45 seconds. That's almost 1 strike every 2.5 seconds. Legally, this is where the definition of excessive force comes into play. An animal cruelty investigator isn't guessing here, they're trained to distinguish between discipline and torture. And yes, in court, those seconds count.
animal cruelty, which is causing unjustifiable pain and suffering to a non-domestic animal. I went and obtained a warrant to remove the animal from the owners or the suspect's custody.
So you removed from her custody and you came into contact with the animal. Can you please describe the size of the animal?
The size of the animal was very small. It was under 3 pounds at the time of the incident because we took it in for an examination the night. But it was very small, easily to be picked up.
Do you know the age of the animal?
I believe he was a 3-month-old miniature or toy poodle.
Generally, in your training and experience, are there behavioral manifestations exhibited by an animal when they're experiencing pain?
I'm sorry, could you ask the question again?
Of course. So in your training and experience, do animals manifest when they are experiencing pain?
Yes, they can.
How can they do that?
They can do it by crying out, limping, acting abnormally for that specific animal. But at the same time, they often mask pain as well. So you may not know that an animal is exhibiting pain all the time.
In the video that you observed, did you see any of these manifestations?
Yes, there were times in the video, for example, you could hear the puppy whimper and the woman in the video tell the dog to shut up. And then at the end, whenever they went to strike at the dog while it was loose, the dog screamed out as if it was in pain and fear.
So based on your investigation, did you develop an opinion as to whether the puppy in this case was tortured?
Yes, I did.
What is that opinion?
My opinion is that it was tortured. The individual was seen striking at the dog with a good amount of force, and in a 45-second time frame, 17 times. It was definitely excessive and appeared to be.
I pass the witness.
All right, defense.
Yes. Okay. Miss Miller, or is it Miss Miller?
Yes.
And you stated that the discipline methods don't depend on size, correct?
I mean, not necessarily. I would say that that type of discipline against a larger dog would be unacceptable.
Okay. And so you would agree with me that you have knowledge of the law, correct, in this particular statute, and that she has been charged with.
Here's the courtroom tension peak. The expert says it's torture. That's a loaded term legally, and in real life, it's a bombshell. Notice how the judge and attorneys are tiptoeing around it. They can't just argue feelings, they need law-backed evidence. For viewers, this is the moment you lean in. Expert testimony changes everything.
Torturing non-livestock.
Correct.
Okay. But you also deal with livestock cases as well.
I've worked with livestock, wildlife, exotics. Yes, ma'am.
In livestock, the torture definition under livestock and non-livestock is the exact same. The definition is to not cause unjustifiable pain or suffering, correct?
Correct, but there are different acceptable means for livestock and domestic animals. Unfortunately, domestic animals are protected more.
Well, so the statute itself does not distinguish in regards to torture between livestock and non-livestock. The definition of torture is causing an animal unjustifiable pain.
Your Honor, I would object
suffering.
because that's not the verbatim statement of the law.
All right, so here's what I want to tell everybody. You all have entered into a plea bargain agreement. If questions are being asked to try this case, then you all should not have entered into a plea bargain agreement. And what I'm saying goes for both the state and the defense. Then you all shouldn't have entered into a plea bargain agreement. You all should have went to jury trial. If there is a foundation that somebody's trying to lay that this law may or may not be unconstitutional, that's not what the trial court hears. I don't hear whether a law is unconstitutional or not. You need to take that up to the appellate section and how the laws are written. My only job is to follow the law as written. And I want to remind both parties, I read the stipulations because I read the stipulations when y'all entered into the plea bargain agreement. I've seen the video. I've seen the video because y'all included in the stipulations. So I want everybody to understand, I remember what's in the stipulation. I remember what's in the video. So with that being said, go forth with your questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
So my point is, though, that the definition is not different, correct? For livestock versus non-livestock.
They're just under different statutes. So I'm not sure what.
Okay, and so it's the same. So you would agree with me that there is, in your profession, you use this kind of personal decision on what is justifiable and unjustifiable, correct?
I do not, I use my expert opinion, not my personal. I don't include any of my bias. I looked at everything at an objective standpoint.
Okay, and you suggest that striking an animal 15 to 17 times, potentially, is torture, correct?
With force, yes.
Okay, and this was a flaccid leash that you observed, correct?
It's a leash-like item, yes.
Okay, and so you would agree with me that you don't go down to the racetrack and arrest people when they beat those horses in the races with a hard crop.
So what is
15
acceptable
times.
for horses and horse racing is not the same as what's acceptable for domesticated animals.
Okay, but that is not in the law, correct? The law doesn't say it's different, justifiable for a livestock as it is. There's a different definition. There's no different definition for torture.
I'm not sure how trying to justify that for this case or what the point is.
The point is that our society routinely.
All right, so let me stop everybody there. There needs to be question and answer. So if you can answer the question, please answer the question. If you cannot answer the question, then you cannot answer the question.
I'll ask the question. Sorry.
No problem.
You agree with me though that you don't arrest people at the racetrack when they are beating their horses with a hard crop, correct?
If there's no evidence that cruelty existed, no.
And have you ever arrested any of them? Have you ever seen a case where they've been arrested?
This is a critical nuance. Some people assume livestock versus pets have different legal standards, but the law doesn't care. Unjustifiable pain is unjustifiable pain, whether it's a racehorse or a tiny puppy. That's the kind of detail that can make or break a case in court, and it's easy for the public to overlook.
And charged with torture?
No, ma'am.
Now, let's talk about, you say that this was, you wrote a report and you did, your report contains that there was no bodily injury found to the animal, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And that just in case the animal was feeling pain, that they administered some, I guess it would be like Tylenol type substance to the dog.
It was carprofen, as Tylenol is toxic to dogs.
I apologize. It would have been some type of pain medication, despite the fact that you even indicated in your report it was unclear whether the dog was in pain or not.
That's correct.
So, you would agree with me that when you show up to get the dog from the residence of Miss Miller, that the dog is in a very nice little crate, correct? It's the pop-up crate?
It was contained in the restroom, not inside of the crate.
Okay, but clean area?
The area was clean. Yes.
Okay, pee pad was there?
Yes.
Toys?
I believe so. I can't recall.
And the dog's active, and when you walk in?
Yes, correct.
And you would agree with me that in your report, nor on the video camera, does it note any kind of concern with how the animal's walking?
I did not observe any abnormalities, no.
Okay. And the animal was happy to see you,
Yes.
allowed you to pick it up,
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't indicate in your report that the animal was running from you or afraid of you?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, in regards to your report, you also put that it may have been struck. You could not tell if the dog was actually struck.
I could tell it was struck. I could not tell if it was struck every time that she struck at it.
Okay. So, there was on the 15 times that you claimed that she was holding the puppy or dog, that it was the view was obstructed, correct?
Some of it was, yes.
Okay. And during those 15 times, you couldn't tell if it actually ever made contact with the dog.
There are times where you could see the leash-like item, you could see it strike in the area where the dog was at, and you could hear it make physical contact with something. So, I believe it.
You believed it, but you don't know because you couldn't see it in the video. You're just jumping to that conclusion.
Not necessarily, no.
Well, you can't tell if it hit you would agree that the crate, there's a pop-up crate that was, that houses like a kennel that was blocking the view of the dog.
In some of it, yes.
Okay, in the 15 times that you broke it up into 15 versus two additional times for a total of 17, right?
I can't say that it was fully obstructed for all 15.
Okay. I passed the witness.
Any further questions?
Not for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you. You may be excused. State call your next witness.
State calls Reina Rubio, excuse me. That's R-A-E-N-A.
My name is Reina Rubio, or Reina Gale, sorry.
All right, state you may proceed.
Hello, how did you become familiar with Thanos?
I had seen a video of, do you want me to state like the Facebook group and everything?
Just answer what's being asked of you and we'll break everything.
Okay. I was on Facebook and I had seen a video of Thanos getting struck again on his outside porch. And then that's how I came to know him.
Okay, so you said on Facebook, where was this video posted?
It was posted in the Doodles of San Antonio Facebook group.
Are you a member of that group?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you a member of that group?
Just because I'm a dog groomer, so I get a lot of clients through that platform.
When you saw the video, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What did you observe in that video?
I observed.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this line of questioning and the relevance of this witness. We've already admitted the video. It's in the purview of the judge to review the video. She's no more qualified to review the video than the judge or the trier of fact.
All right, so what's your legal objection?
Is relevance.
Sustain.
Okay, Miss Rubio, did you ever come into contact with Miss Miller?
No. The only form that we spoke through was her Ring door camera, but I never saw her like face to face.
But you did communicate with her?
Yes, that's correct.
Why did you communicate with her?
I wanted to see if I could, I guess, take Thanos from her, buy him from her. And she actually did agree to that.
Did you offer her money for Thanos?
Yes.
How much did you offer her?
It was $300 at first. And then we agreed to that. And then she had given me her number, saying that she was at work and that she would, she asked me to text her. And once she got home, she would text me a time to meet up for me to adopt Thanos. She said she was at work, so she would let me know when she got home.
Do you recall the date that y'all communicated regarding the purchase of Thanos?
I think it was January 18th or 13th. I'm not sure. I know it was the beginning of January, though.
So after y'all made this initial agreement, you stated you first offered $300, is that correct?
Yes, that's
And you
correct.
said that the price changed, is that also correct?
That is correct.
What did the price change to?
She said she had gotten Thanos for $1,000 and that he was an emotional support animal, and that he's updated on all his shots and everything. So she would take $750 minimum, and then so I said, let me see what I can do, and then So we agreed to that. But she had also stated that she had him posted on Craigslist for a while for $1,000.
And did you have the $1,000 to pay for the dog?
I did not.
So what did you do?
I had posted the video to my personal Facebook in hopes to raise money in order to get Thanos out of that home.
Did Miss
Can I object to relevance?
Overruled.
Did Miss Miller ever ask you to take the post down?
Yes, she did. She said she would give me Thanos as long as if I took the post down.
Did you take the post down?
Once I did raise enough money, I did take it down. And then, you know, it had gotten a lot of, I guess, a lot of people noticed it. And so a lot of other people were posting that video. And she would just wanted me to tell everyone to take it down.
And did you tell others to take the video down?
I didn't know anyone. It you know, there was a lot of random people posting it.
But did you know anybody that shared it personally?
Yes, not personally, but I know her. I work with her through a rescue. So, yes, I do. Just one.
So, okay, so my question is, of the people that you were aware of or had prior experience with, did you ask them to take posts down on Miss Miller's request?
Yes, I did.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you to stop contacting her?
Yes.
When did she ask you to do that?
It was after Thanos was picked up by the animal care services. Or actually it was before. She knew that animal care services was going to go pick up the dog.
Your Honor.
And
Objection.
Yes.
That she has no way of knowing
What's your legal objection?
that she has no personal knowledge of what someone else believes.
All right, and so your legal objection? Is it hearsay?
Hearsay.
Sustain.
Sorry.
No problem. It happens.
Did you continue contacting Miss Miller after she asked you to stop?
no, but she had contacted me.
Did you continue posting about her and or Thanos after she asked you to cease communication?
No.
At any point, did Miss Miller inform you that she was being threatened as a result of this video?
Yes.
What did you tell her in response to that?
I told her she could reach out to authorities if she really fears for her life, but I mean, it's honestly out of my control.
At any point, did you have malicious intent toward Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you wish ill will upon Miss Miller or her family?
No.
Did you agree with those that were threatening Miss Miller?
No.
So you thought it was unacceptable?
Yes.
At any point with your conversations with Miss Miller, did she ask you not to involve the police?
Yes. She was, whenever we first spoke through the Ring camera, she initially said that the police had been there, checked on Thanos, and that he's okay. And I said, well, you know, if I can't see that he's doing well, and, you know, that she would, if I can't see that he's doing well, then, you know, I would have to call the police just to make sure that he's okay from that video I saw. And she said that she would sell me Thanos. She was very adamant about me not calling the police.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Yes, so you're telling that your testimony today is that you post a video to make money off of a video of an animal that you claim was being harmed?
Not claiming it. There was video proof, and it was to raise money to adopt Thanos since she raised the price.
And so, how much money did you make off this video?
I didn't take any money, actually, since she went ahead and gave up on contacting me for Thanos. I didn't collect any, but there were people willing to donate.
So you just said your testimony was that you had raised enough money.
There were people willing to give me money if I had Thanos, which I never even saw him. So I did not attain any money.
And you claim that the reason that you took down the video was because Miss Miller asked you to, correct?
Yes.
So you were aware that the video that you posted, that people were saying stuff so heinously as she needs to be gang raped.
I was not aware of that comment on my post.
Or
On-
that she needed to be killed?
Yeah, I was not aware of that being commented on my post, although I can't really control what other people say or do. Unfortunately, she decided to do this heinous act on her patio in public, and there's precautions for that, there's consequences for that.
And the point is, though, is that you were aware that these threats were being made to her, and you didn't take it down or try to diminish it at that point. It wasn't until you claimed you spoke to her and she asked you for her self-protection to take it down.
At the time, the first time, it was not for self-protection. She said, take it down. And this was before I was aware people were threatening her. She told me first to take it down because she didn't want it to get around because of her school and her job. She didn't want them to see it, and she would give me Thanos. So that's why I took it down.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so
Call your
much.
next witness.
State calls Ethan Park. Officer Park, how are you familiar with SAPD 250117779?
Recently familiar with them.
Yeah, what case is that?
That would be the case that we are working on right now, the animal cruelty case.
What was your role in that case?
I simply provided with transport.
Okay, and that was transport when?
On the day of the incident.
Do you recall who you transported that day?
Yes, ma'am. It was Miss Havana Miller.
Is Miss Havana Miller important?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that case, you provided transport. You were in your patrol unit, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your patrol unit equipped with video capabilities?
Yes, ma'am.
To your knowledge, was it operational?
Yes, ma'am.
I hand you what will be marked as Exhibit 2. I hand you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize this?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you recognize it as?
It should be my dash cam.
To your
Patrol car.
to your patrol unit, and this is the events of January 18th, 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than to comply with the rules of evidence, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No, ma'am.
At this time, Judge State would offer this to defense for objection.
Your Honor, I don't object.
At this time, Judge,
And what exhibit number is that?
number 2, Judge.
All right, state's exhibit number 2 is admitted without objection.
Officer Park, when you transport people, do they make conversation with you?
Most times, no.
Most times, no.
Most times, no.
Your Honor, before that's played, can I take a witness on voir dire to make sure that Miranda is... I was not aware that they were introducing videos today, but I just need to make sure there's no Miranda objection.
But we all have already admitted it into the evidence, so it's in evidence.
But it hasn't been viewed, and I would like to ask the court's indulgence to at least take him on voir dire to make sure that Miranda was read.
Have you seen the video?
If I've seen, I didn't view it today, and I don't know. I don't believe Miranda.
It has been. Miranda was issued by another officer that arrested her on the scene. He was merely the transporting officer to the magistrate's court.
If the state is representing that she's been Mirandized at this point, then I would draw my objection. But they're representing that since I was not aware we were doing videos today, I didn't go view any videos to make sure that what they're admitting is post Miranda.
All right. So you're withdrawing your objection?
If the state, are you saying that this is post Miranda?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
post Miranda.
Okay, then Your Honor, I would draw my objection if it's post Miranda.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Officer, what song was playing in your patrol unit on January 18th?
That was a hip hop song. It's called "Gang Gang" by the rapper Moneybagg Yo.
So with Miss
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, you're okay. It's called "Gang Gang." Is the song title? So.
It's just hard to hear with that. I realize that.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
No further questions.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Spence, state, do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, that was blacklisted.
Spence, any witnesses?
Your Honor, at this time, I call Havana Miller.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Havana Miller.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
I asked you if there was anything that you wanted to say to the court before you were sentenced, and you said that what was your response to that?
There is, that I do want to say something.
Okay, and this is your opportunity to speak to the judge. What would you like to say?
So, Your Honor, I would like to say that I completely understand that my actions were not okay. I did allow a moment of overwhelmed, being, frustrated to take over me. I do take this whole thing as a learning lesson, and I'm sorry that the puppy had to be part of this learning lesson, but I have learned to control myself, to have more patience. I'm sorry to everyone involved, including the puppy, even the people that have been against me in this, social media, the people that came in today. I'm sorry that they had to see that side of me, because I know that that's not who I am. And I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to my family, my nieces and nephews that were threatened due to this. And I know that that's not something that I would ever do again. I'm not a troublemaker. I go to school, I go to work, and I spend time with my family. I'm not a danger to society. And again, I allowed a moment of frustration to take over me. And I'm sorry that I had to learn these things this way. It shouldn't have taken this. And I'm sorry that it did. And again, I'm sorry that the dog had to be part of this learning lesson for me.
Okay, and I'd also like to ask, you are employed right now, correct?
I am.
How many hours a week do you work?
Right now, I'm working 50 hours a week.
And in addition to being employed, are you going to school?
Yes, I am.
And what are you going to school for?
I just don't feel comfortable saying that,
Oh.
only because of social media.
Okay.
But I would tell the judge. I could write it down.
No, it's okay. And in regards to that, are you currently taking classes?
I am.
Are you, the state has asked for a jail sanction. You're aware of that? And
Now we're entering the emotional testimony. The defendant is taking responsibility, and the judge will weigh that heavily in sentencing. Courts often consider genuine remorse and steps taken toward rehabilitation, but notice how social media scrutiny adds pressure here. For anyone following online, this isn't just legal drama, it's public accountability in real time.
in regards to that jail sanction, is there a reason why you do not think that that would be appropriate here? Okay, and why is that?
Because like I said, I have learned this would be a major setback for me. I get all A's, I get A+, I have a 4.0 GPA. It would set me back on something that I know that I'm not gonna cause trouble. I'm not gonna cause trouble to anyone. And it would also set me back with my job. I need my job to pay for my school. So it would just set me back, and I'm not a danger to anyone.
And at this time, I'm going to pass the witness, Shauna.
I have no questions for the judge.
I do.
Yes.
So, do you currently own any pets?
No, ma'am.
So tell me, what was going on in your life at that time that it came to this point?
At that time, and still to this day, I have been grieving. I'm grieving my dad.
Mhm.
It's hard for me to talk about it, and I hope it isn't a lot. And again, that doesn't give me a reason to do that to the puppy.
Mhm.
But I did allow it to take over me. I had been up all night, but trying to potty training, and I had got up again early that morning, and it just, at that time, that's what was really, really heavy on my mind. Of course, there's other things, but that's the main thing.
So did your father pass before or after you purchased this animal?
Before.
All right, so he passed before, and you decide to take on a pet in your life. So I don't understand how you get to the point where you're hitting a puppy with a belt or a strap. I don't understand how you go from that to this, and it's a puppy.
Right.
And when puppies use the restroom inside the house, you know whose fault that is?
it's my, but that was not the case. That's,
Oh, so then why were you being frustrated with?
I was frustrated that morning because I had taken him out to use the restroom
Mhm.
and it was really cold. Again, this is not his fault; it's mine. But he was doing that thing that dogs do, like when you're trying to get them, they're not ready to go inside, and he kept running away every time I would go towards him, running away and playing around. And I was personally not in a playing mood, and I took him upstairs. That's not when that happened. But then I was trying to leash train him, getting used to his leash, and I saw online that to leash train him, you can put the harness on them, put the leash on the door, so that way they can get used to it. Of course, giving them room to still walk, but right there. And I guess he had got frustrated with that, and he did do that, and that was what caused me to do that. Again, it's not a justifiable reason.
So why did you have him? How long did you have him
It was
on the
only-
leash on the door?
It was only about 30 minutes at that time.
And so you didn't notice that he was biting through the leash?
No, ma'am, because I was inside and he was on the balcony.
All right, so outside on the balcony, biting through his leash
His harness, yes, ma'am.
and his harness. I still don't understand how you go from that to striking a puppy.
Just allowed.
So I'm trying to understand how you get to that point. First, you've taken on a puppy. Your father, as you stated, had already passed, but you decided to take this puppy on into your home.
Mhm.
And then we get to a point where you're striking a puppy on the balcony. I'm trying to figure out how you get to that point, because puppies are going to do what puppies do. And when puppies come to you, if they're puppies, right, depending how soon they were taken away from their mothers, usually they come to you and they're not trained. So you took on a puppy that wasn't trained. I still don't understand how you get to the puppy bites through the leash, and you're saying it took 30 minutes for him to bite through the leash. So you had the puppy outside on the balcony in the cold, because you said it was cold outside, strapped by a leash,
But-
and he bites through the leash. So I'm trying to understand. Because I will tell everybody, I'm inclined to follow the agreement that you've reached. Now I'm trying to consider, because the state is asking for jail time. So I'm trying to weigh things here, because my intention, if I'm placing somebody on probation, I'm not trying to ruin their life where they can't go to school or they lose their job. But rehabilitation sometimes is just not rehabilitation. Sometimes it's punishment thrown in, right? And it appears that your punishment.
And here's the moment you can almost see the mental overload, lack of sleep, grief, and inexperience with a young pet. The judge isn't just evaluating the act, they're weighing context, intent, and future risk. It's a delicate balance between accountability and understanding human error. True crime fans, this is why probation decisions are never just black and white.
Maybe, the fact that you're on probation. And I have to make a consideration whether I give you deferred or give you a conviction. All right, so that's what I'm trying to understand. How did you get to that point? Because you're saying it's cold outside, but you have a puppy on the balcony. And how big was this puppy? Is it one of those puppies that sit in your hand?
He wasn't that small, but he was, like they said, he was about 3 pounds.
All right, so how small?
He was like,
All right, so you have a puppy who's sitting on the balcony in the cold, strapped to a door or whatever, because you say you're trying to teach him how to be on a leash.
Again, I got that from online. It wasn't punishment. I was genuinely.
Oh, no, I
trying to
understand
teach him.
I understand you're saying you got that online, but I'm trying to get to the point of you place him on the balcony. He's been running outside playing around. You don't have time to play. You got other things on your mind. You just want that puppy. Do your business for the love of all that's holy. And I'm taking you inside. And I don't know, maybe puppy's yapping around in the house. And then you're like, you know what? Go out on the balcony, learn to be on a leash.
So outside on the balcony, I did have his crate with blankets whenever I would go out there, he felt warm. He wasn't shivering or anything. But to answer your question, Your Honor, getting to that point, I would just felt overstimulated. I felt frustrated, and I just at that point I just let my emotions get the best of me at that point. I do feel that from January to now, I have changed. I'm not saying I'm a completely new person just yet, but I have learned to control my emotions better. Don't just get angry so quickly, or actually speak about what's going on in my mind, so that way I don't hold it in and things like that happen where I lash out, and I allowed that to happen that
All right,
day.
and what is this about the witnesses testifying that they wanted to buy the dog from you?